You ever notice something? People love you when you win, but when you fall, they just watch. That was Ravi, the boy who dreamed big, but somehow life kept knocking him down. He wasn't born lazy. He wasn't born weak. He was that kid who dreamed louder than the world around him. While others wanted comfort, he wanted meaning. He wanted to make his parents proud, build something, be someone. But life doesn't care about dreams. It tests them. He failed his first exam. People said, just not smart enough. He started a business. It collapsed. He tried again, lost everything. The world called him a failure. But inside, he was just a boy who tried too many times and got tired of trying alone. He had fire inside, but no one saw it. Because in a world that celebrates success, no one claps for the fighter who's still bleeding. The neighbors whispered, he's wasting his life. He had potential. What a shame. The same people who once praised him now crossed the road when they saw him. Even at home, silence was louder than words. His mother still smiled at him, but her eyes, they told a story of heartbreak. His father stopped asking questions because the answers hurt too much. And when his girlfriend said, you'll never make it, something inside him shattered. He didn't argue. He just looked down because deep inside, he believed her. That's when he realized, when you fall too many times, people don't see you as broken. They see you as finished. They stop waiting for your rise. They move on. They forget. But he didn't forget. Somewhere deep inside that silence, something was still alive, and that tiny spark was about to set his world on fire. Everywhere he went, he carried that silence, the silence of being the disappointment. At night, he'd stare at the ceiling asking, why me? And for the first time, he had no answer. One evening, walking with heavy steps, he stopped near a bus stop. There was an old torn poster that said, the comeback is always stronger than the setback. He stood there for a long moment. Something inside him shifted. He whispered to himself, no more falls, no announcements, no grand promises. He just began. He started small, no spotlight, no applause, just a single promise echoing in his heart. No more falls. While the world slept, he worked. When others scrolled, he studied. When they laughed at his past, he built his future brick by brick. He failed again. Yes, even after the promise. But this time, he didn't stay down. He learned, adjusted, came back stronger. Every rejection letter became fuel. Every insult, a spark. He was no longer chasing success. He was becoming it. Some nights he broke down. Some mornings he rose shaking. But he kept whispering through tears, not again. Not this time. And slowly, the impossible began to bend in his direction. Because here's the truth. Winners aren't born with crowns. They're made in silence, while no one claps. They're made in moments when the world says, give up. And they say, watch me. Every day he climbed, not a mountain, but himself. Step by step, breath by breath, failure by failure. He was rising. Because the climb isn't just about reaching the top. It's about proving that you still can. Days turned into months, months into years. And then, one morning, his name was in the newspaper. Local boy built something great. The same neighbors who laughed now said, we always knew he had it in him. Even his old girlfriend texted, I'm proud of you. He smiled, not out of ego, but out of peace. Because he finally understood. He didn't rise to prove them wrong. He rose to respect himself. So if you're listening right now, and you've fallen so many times you lost count, remember this. Every fall is a lesson. Every pain is training. Every setback is fuel for your rise. Don't stop here. Not now. Not this time. Say it with me. No more falls. If this story touched your heart, don't just scroll away. Maybe someone out there needs to hear this too. Share it with them. Drop a comment saying no more falls if you're ready to rise again. And subscribe, not just to this channel, but to your own comeback.